What is up, everyone out there in podcast land? You miss me?
Gee, it's really good to have you back, sir.
I know, it's been a while, but we gotta let Bubba have the spotlight sometime. Dude needs to get his sermons in there once in a while. With that said, are you ready for an epic collaboration of the two best content creators in the area?
So ready, dude.
You better get ready, because today we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Pizzle Dizzle, in the studio today. And he's bringing all that sus pumpkin energy to the podcast. This guy, I tell you, it's a straight A Sigma, with enough riz for all the ladies out there. Bet. Oh man, I don't feel so good. All this lingo nowadays, I don't know how you kids do it. If you're a teenager out there, you're welcome. If you're not, consult with your nearest teenager for an accurate translation on what I just said. Ayden Powell holds nothing back as he shares his hidden talents and his love for McDonald's, while also giving a ton of shout-outs to his favorite people and members of the Sasquatch Squad. Let's all learn to push ourselves out of our comfort zone just like Ayden does while living with Down syndrome. Ayden, you're awesome, dude. Here's your host, Bubba Seaman!
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, young and old? Welcome back for another episode of the best, fastest growing real-life podcast on the market. Before we get to today's episode and our special guests, I have to remind everybody, whether you're listening or watching, that's right, you can watch us in flawless high definition. Wave to the audience, guys, right there. Whether you're on YouTube or Spotify, and them, I think they're putting out video now. I upload nothing but video, so if you want to see us, check us out. We're on video. Before we get started, I got to remind everybody, subscribe, follow, like, share, wherever you're listening or watching, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Rumble. I think we're on there as well. Leave us a 5-star rating if you can. Click the bell to be notified about every new episode. Tell me what you think, like or dislike, by leaving a comment. Literally, I'm giving you permission to come at me with a criticizing comment if you want. But if you have something positive to say, I'd love to hear it. That is how we continue to grow and reach more and more people. You got to have action on your sites, guys. Follow our Instagram and our Facebook. We're always doing reels and giveaways. We're on TikTok now, so you can check that out as well.
And I follow that.
There we go. Share it with all your friends on your social media. That's a big help. You need some new drip or a new fit? It never gets easier saying that. It doesn't.
So weird.
It doesn't. We're 90s people, 80s kids. We don't talk like that. But yeah, you want some of our merch? You want one of the shirts that our guests today are leaving with? You want a hat? You want something like that? Just email me, whatisuppodcast@gmail.com. Tell us what you want. Shirt, hat, whatever size, color, whatever you want. We'll hook you up. Then send us a picture of yourself wearing our awesome gear.
I'd rather do that.
All right. And here comes the Steve Brown Art Center ad read. My buddies over there, Jim and Dale, I said I'd give them an ad read every episode to help highlight what they got going on over there at the Steve Brown Art Center. It's something really good. So let's give them a shout out. They are the creative heart of Buchanan County. It's a thriving community where art flourishes. With dynamic exhibits and interactive workshops, they spark creativity and passion. Discover a world of artistic inspiration at the Steve Brown Art Center. To learn more about the Steve Brown Art Center, just head over to their Facebook page and check out what they're all about. Once you've done all that, now you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Everyone in the area knows today's guest on the What Is Up podcast. His YouTube channel has over 1,000 subscribers. Yes, he's much bigger than us. His Sus Pumpkin merch had record sales back in 2019, which allowed him and his family to give back over $600 to organizations like Wapsie Valley Archery, Magical Mix Kids, and the Reedland EMS. And he's hoping to drop a new shirt sometime this year as well.
Yep, we are.
You may have seen him collab with Grumpy's Mason and the Gucci Cow. We're going to have to get into that. I'm not even sure I understand that, but I read it. I wrote it, so it must be true. But what makes all that even more special is the fact that he does everything he does, puts smiles on people's faces. He's already had me laughing. he does all that stuff without letting his Down syndrome hold him back one bit. So, of course, I'm talking about Ayden Powell. What is up, man?
What's up, party people?
Oh, we'll see how that sounds. Let's try it again.
Not so loud.
Just not as loud. Say it with
Okay.
the excitement, just not as loud, because if it doesn't come out good, then I can't use it. So just a little bit lower.
What's up, party people?
No, a little better. A little better than that.
What's up, people?
Nice and long. Give it another shot.
What's up, party people?
There you go. We'll use one of them for sure. Oh man. Okay, and we got Mom Andrea Bueller in the house too. So it's kind of a dual guest episode. We got them both wired up here, and we're ready to go. So first off, thank you guys for coming on today. This is gonna be fun.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
It's already getting exciting. I want to thank you guys for supporting me. I mean, I remember your name popping up in the beginning, saying things on our sites and stuff, and it's always nice to see a name on a Facebook post or something. And it's like, oh, there's people around that actually like what I'm trying to do here, and that's good. Well, Ayden, I got to admit, you're actually more active on social media and YouTube than me, and that's a good thing. That's really good. I'm getting more active now.
Yes.
But when we first started talking, or me and Mom first started talking, I'm like, this guy's on. He's putting out more stuff than I am. Yet he wants to come on here, and I was like, well, we'll make it work. And you went to school with some of my kids, right?
Yes, your daughter.
Bridget.
Yes.
Okay. So, just imagine the microphones aren't here. What was she really like in school? You can tell me.
When I was a teen that day, she got me a gift, and I start smile
Okay.
about that.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I actually think we still have the card that she made him for
good.
that day. So,
Good deal.
yeah.
That's always a good thing, because sometimes kids, they put on a show in front of adults, and then they're actually a whole different way when they're around their peers. And I'm always looking, and I know there's kids around here who think they just got me fooled, and I'm like, no, I know, I've been there, I've been in your shoes before. So I always like to ask other kids, hey, what do you think of my kids? What are they really like? So, okay, like we talked about earlier, this isn't just a Fairbank-Reedland podcast. We are in 39 states, last I counted. It might be over 40 now. I can't remember. Actually, I think it's 43. I think we're 7 shy. And 11 countries last time I counted. So there's going to be people who don't know you, who don't know what sus pumpkin means. And your other nickname, Pizzle Dizzle.
Yes.
Okay, because that is on your YouTube channel, right?
Yes. I have right now, it's like 1,085 right now. I'm so close, like 915 left until 2,000.
Okay.
2,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you had just hit 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
But my main goal, I know Mom said 1,500, but my main, can I please speak about
Sure,
this?
You're
sure.
good.
My number one dream, I want to reach 1 million subscribers.
1 million.
But Mom talking about 1,500.
We do. You gotta take it slow. Slow
You do.
increments is how you get there.
You do.
Yeah.
1 million's the goal. Just picture that way off in the distance at the end of the road.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to worry about the steps right in front of you.
Mhm.
15's going to turn into 2. 2 turns into 25. Just go that way. And it's kind of like, from what I heard, it's like our 401k. The more money we put in our 401k in our bank, it's hard to get it built up at first, but once you got some money in there, it grows faster. So once you hit 2,000, 3,000, it's a little bit easier to reach more people.
Yeah.
It's hard right now because we're kind of at the beginning, but you're doing good. But for those, wherever I was going with that, for those who don't know Sus Pumpkin, Pizzle, Dizzle, any of that stuff, because they're in another state or another country, short answer, just tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, your age, your family, and then like what you like to do.
I am Ayden Powell, but on my YouTube name is Pizzle. And Clubpiece did make a pizza for me,
Yeah.
and it's really special to me. I made longest words on what we're working on, but I need to talk to Mom that I want to make my own website.
Oh, you want a website?
Website. Oh, is
This
that
is
news to
new.
you?
Yeah.
Breaking news on the What Is Up podcast. A Pizzle Dizzle website coming soon, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got some dreams going on there. I
Nice.
like it.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like to do?
I like to stay in the house.
Okay, a homebody.
Yeah, like, I want to play video games, listen to music,
Okay.
watching YouTube stuff, and Netflix.
Okay, I gotcha.
But you do. It's nice out. Now you're all about going out for walks
On every week on birthday, just that.
once a week.
On the Reedland Trail?
No.
Or just around town?
So we're in Waverly right now. Now we moved there a year
man.
ago. So we have a nice little quiet neighborhood. We live on a cul-de-sac. So he just has free reign of
Nice.
walking around the couple blocks that we live in. And
All right. And how about you tell me who you brought with you today? How about you introduce her to everybody as well?
So, if you know her, my mom, Andrea Pizzle.
All right. That's where we would insert like a sound effect, like clapping, applause sort of thing. All right, there we go.
So can you tell them a little bit more about you, Ayden? Where did you go to school? How old are you?
I went to, like, business school.
Yep.
When I'm done there, I went to high school.
Yep. Went to Wapsie Valley High School.
Yep.
And I went to a program called Project Church.
Yep. Went to Project Church after that, and we'll talk about that probably in a little bit.
Yeah.
And then how old are you?
I'm 21.
Yep. And who's your family?
Mom, I'm sorry for this. So, I know Mom is my number one. But I know it's a sport part. But my hero, my biggest hero, is Jack Campbell.
Oh yeah.
And he is an NFL player who plays the Lions.
Yep.
Before that, he played for Iowa for college.
Yep.
And why did you include Jack in the family?
Because I need to cry.
Aw.
Because he got my short pocket shorts.
But he's our who?
My cousin.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
our
he
cousin.
is in the family.
He is in the family.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then now who else is in your family?
My mom. My dad. Chef. Andrew. Grandma Barb. And Amy Powell. Brian Bueller. No. Yeah, it's Brian Bueller. And Brent Bueller. Von Bueller.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a big family, don't
Got
you?
a big clan there.
Yeah, on Mom's side, it's Grandma Mary. And our grandpa, Ayden, knew it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And who passed away from a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I saw, Andrea, you had sent in a comment. I think it was around Christmas time. We were doing some stuff, and I asked for the audience, hey, send me some Christmas memories. You sent in some memories and stuff and some pictures, so I got to see, I mean, you were young, Ayden,
Yeah,
in
I
that
was.
picture. You were a little baby. And that was really cool because, man, there's nothing better than family. Apart from a relationship with the Lord, there's nothing better than family. It's a tremendous blessing. Man, I heard some famous, I think she's a singer. She come out the other day and said something about everybody she knows. What was her name? Chapel Roan?
Oh, yeah.
Is she she's famous, right?
Yeah, I just
That's
learned
why
who
I
that
don't
was,
know her.
so.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
me and Andrea don't know her, but she's famous and a musician, and she made this comment on a podcast that is nowhere near she's the #1 woman's podcast, but it's complete garbage. And she was on there, and she said something about having kids and having a family, and she said she doesn't know any people her age, any of her friends that are happy. She said they're all just in just a terrible mood all the time. Their kids are so hard and all this stuff. And you just heard Ayden run down this list of family, and when you think about it, family is just one of the best things we have going for us. So I can't relate to whoever Chapel Roan is. I think she's got it. I think she's got it all wrong, and she's going to find out when she gets to the end of her life. She's going to wish she had a Pizzle Dizzle in her family.
Yeah.
And she doesn't. So she's got a few things to learn there. Hopefully she can figure that out. So kind of just, you got any memories from growing up that you want to share that stick out before we kind of move on to
I know
other
this.
things?
Okay, so you do know this story. It's a long time ago. So when Andrew was stupid as a kid, I'm sorry for saying that, but he put a finger in some dog, and he that kind of street dog.
Okay, start. Where were we?
Mom's translating, guys.
Oh, okay.
Where were we?
At the podcast.
No, we weren't at the podcast. We were at the zoo.
At the
Zoo.
zoo.
Okay.
We were at a
okay.
zoo. And you guys were little.
Yep.
And there was like a dog. It looked kind of like a wolf.
Yeah, kind of like mixed with Malachi in there, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Andrew did what?
He put his stupid finger in a kennel, and the dog almost bites his
my
finger.
goodness.
And me, Mom, and Dad laughing about that.
You guys sound like my family then.
Sure did. He put his hand in the kennel or in the fence, and the dog just.
Oh my
Almost.
goodness.
And that they were little. I can't believe he still remembers that. There's things that that are
Steel
recent that
trap.
he doesn't remember. But
Yeah, that's
that
how it
has
works.
stuck with him.
Huh.
Talks about it all the time.
Wow. You got anything else? You got like maybe something from school or?
Does I really miss my teacher friends
Okay.
like Melanie Coley,
Yeah.
Tisa Hardeman, Liz Bookman, and of course, you're famous. Is who part of my Sasquatch Squad team is Austin Scenes, Brett Bookman, and my number one, who is a leader after me, is Sutton Davey.
Justin Davey.
Justin Davey. Wow, you just gave out a ton of shout outs. Wow. Justin Davey, Austin Jeans, Melanie Curley. Who there was a couple other teachers in there. What were those
Teresa
names?
Haberman.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's my
Liz
favorite.
Bergman.
Okay.
Yeah.
There
Brett
we go.
Bergman. Oh yeah.
Brett Bookman.
Ayden, tell him about the dog at school.
Oh,
What'd you do?
my cooler days in high school.
Golden days.
My golden days. I like it.
That is, I took our old dog Mia to school in my backpack.
He did.
Oh my. How old were you? Or how old do you think?
Oh, it was 6th or 7th grade, because we were out at the high school in Melanie Curley's room.
Ayden. Did you know you shouldn't have done that, or did you think, what's it hurt? You know?
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, I was at work. I worked in Cedar Falls, and I get a phone call from the school, and they're like, yeah, so Ayden brought Mia to school in his backpack. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
And so they had to call Andrew out of science class because
And
he had to
he-
go drive the dog back home.
Yep.
But Andrew said, I thought something was weird. He was sitting on the couch behaving and like kind of looking at his backpack, and he's like, I didn't think anything of it. Got in the car, kept looking in the back seat, and Mia's a little Shih Tzu, and she never barked.
Yeah.
And nobody would have known. And he got to Mel's room and opened the backpack, and out jumps little Mia.
And
What Miss Curley say? Mrs. Curley say?
it is a long time, so Mom.
Yeah, that was a
I-
long time
I
ago.
don't
Well, she
even-
wasn't there.
I wasn't there, but I got the pictures, so we have a picture of that, and that's one of these things that has come back, and everybody still talks about it.
Yeah.
Whether you were at the school and you remember it, or you've seen the picture and people talk about it, everybody remembers Ayden taking the dog to school.
Wow. I must not have heard about that one. Maybe I did, but yeah, that's been a while ago. Oh yeah, that's right there. It's in your segments that you wanted to talk about sneaking the dog into school. Okay. So yeah, we kind of altered Ayden's episode a little bit. We're going to do a special one-parter. We're going to kind of put everything into one. And so for the Doug Heffernan segment, Doug Heffernan was a guy on a TV show, King of Queens. And, it seems like his high school days were his best days or whatever. So Ayden picked for his Doug Heffernan segment, where you share kind of a favorite moment from high school or school. It just says right in there, junior high, sneaking a dog into school. That was the story. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's move through some of these segments then. Let's do a job rundown. How much can you remember? Some guests have a hard time with this because it's, depending on how much you've done, and it looks like you've done a few different things. Can you remember every kind of job that you've done?
So right now I am almost 2 years in working at Applebee's.
Applebee's. Shout out Applebee's. I love it. What do you do there?
I work like clean the bathrooms. I hate that part.
Well, yeah.
But my favorite part is cleaning part of mopping in the bathrooms.
Okay.
And you do the dishes,
Oh, that's my most ones too.
Well, yeah.
and you have to clean the parking lots.
Oh, about parking lots.
Oh, boy.
So I made 118 views on that video. Got that much. And Mom posted on Facebook. And that is the Demon Birds.
The demon birds.
Oh my goodness! You had some birds out in the parking lot.
And who attacking me?
Every year when they start having their babies
Yep.
and he has to clean,
Are they the red-winged blackbirds, or what are they?
Yep.
Yes.
They're violent.
Yep. And so he's got videos all the time of the birds like attacking him and flying at him when he's out there cleaning.
But
and
what's their deal? Like, I've experienced them. If I run outside of town, like they're up on the power lines,
Yeah.
and you can see the shadow of them. Like as you're running, you see your shadow on the pavement, and you'll see how close they get. Even if I'm riding my bike. So it's nice
Wow.
to know they're attacking you as well, I guess. And that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
But what's their deal? We're not a threat. It's like we're within
Right.
100 yards of their nest or something.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. He's got so many videos of the birds.
Have they ever actually made contact with you? Have you felt a bird hit you like in the head or anything?
No.
No. Okay.
But I'm getting nervous about getting scared of it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I would be too.
If that happens, I will call my mom on the dot.
Yeah.
I probably won't be able to come save you from the
Yeah.
birds.
Yes,
have
you
to-
are, Mom.
You'll have to go get Megan from inside. She'll have to come and fix you up.
You just got to go out with like a second broom or something. And when they, which Applebee's is this? Because now I'm gonna have to go at some point.
Applebee's in Pizzle, Iowa.
In Waverly.
In Waverly.
Yep.
Okay.
He-
Okay. So
he
there's
did-
only one there.
Yep.
Okay.
He has gone out with towels and he waves towels at him when he's.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get you fired or anything, but I would go out with a broom, and if they start
I
coming
don't
at me,
use-
I'd swing that broom.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself, man.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but I don't use broom. I use the towel
The towel.
or the duster,
Oh, you got a duster. That
or
works.
or sometimes I use a long pole.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
You got to protect yourself.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Maybe need a football helmet.
yeah, like Jack Campbell helmet.
Okay.
All right. So that's current. That's current. You're doing Applebee's. Can you go back? Can you give me anything? Because it looks like you've done some other stuff here. What else have you done? You did some work at the school
Yeah.
when you were younger.
Yeah, I was cleaning in the high school.
Okay. And then what about you like plants and stuff? Did you spend some time at a greenhouse?
I was
Corner market.
with our old friend Amy Sue Bookman,
Okay.
who passed away 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep,
Are-
she was your school associate that went out there with you when you went and worked at the corner market.
Yeah,
Is that the big one by Oline? Like
Yeah.
between here and Oline?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good job. Yeah, my wife, she likes getting stuff from there. It doesn't all live all the time, but she likes getting stuff. So, what about what do I see here? Costa's? You spent some time at Costa's?
okay. I have one heavy memory of that process. That is, every time I get lunch, that time, I share my waffle fries to Miss Harriman.
Oh yeah.
You would give them?
He'd bring him back to school, and him and Mrs. Haberman would share his fries.
Oh, okay.
Waffle fries.
Waffle fries, they are
Waffle
good.
fries, yeah.
And that's how I started that from Costas. And now I'm still eating that at Applebee's.
Nice. Did you get a free meal every shift that you worked?
At Applebee's, yes, and I love free food and drinks.
Yeah, my kind of guy.
But it's not ice cream stuff.
Yeah,
You
not
don't like
actually.
ice cream?
Oh, he does, but he doesn't bring that home from work.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes once a week on Thursday.
What's your favorite thing from Applebee's?
Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers?
But my life is wings.
He likes the wings.
And I want to shout out.
Right here.
Bye-bye.
Wings, man. Heck yes. That's it.
And-
Boneless or bone in?
No bones.
No bones.
But can I have a one shout out?
Yeah.
I want
It's your show.
Okay. I have one really shout out to my brother Andrew. Because me and Andrew went to B-Dubs. And
That's
we,
Buffalo Wild Wings for you guys out there who aren't as cool as us.
Yep. And I know that word because Andrew started that. And I have seen that.
Your brother does some good things with you, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and one more memory of Andrew. He priced me a party bus.
A party bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
boy.
when I was 21, we have share beers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But my number one is the Fireballs.
The fireball.
My
Yuck.
goodness.
And me, Andrew, his friend Owen, but we call him Big O. And everyone do the Fireballs with me.
Wow. Big O, Andrew, and Ayden having a good time, it sounds like.
Yeah.
All right. And what's another one I see here? Fairbank grocery store. You worked at the grocery. Is there somewhere you haven't worked? My goodness, what'd you do at the grocery store?
I do like stock stuff or
Yeah.
clean deal.
Okay. Man, you got quite the work history. That's good. I have guests come on here and they can't remember everything they've done, or you did good. You did good. How about, it says Project Search here. Explain what that is to me.
That is hard to explain. I'm so glad my mom here for it.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yay. Thanks. So Ayden did a super senior year in high school, graduated with the class, but Project Search is a program that's all over the United States. Allen Hospital happens to be one of the places that sponsors this program.
Okay.
So with kids that have IEPs or are in special ed, qualify for this program, they take them there and they have a whole year of getting job coaching experience working in
nice.
the hospital, and then they help them get employment when they're done.
Wow.
So that's where Ayden went for a year, and he had, I think another 6 or 7 jobs there.
Yeah, I've got the list right here.
And then they helped him get employed at Applebee's, and he's been there for 2 years.
Look at that. That's how it should work. Whether you need resources and like stuff like that because you were in special education, or Ayden, there's people out there that are they have no handicap and they just choose not to work. They need help. They need skills. They need something, whether they drop out of high school or something like that. They need something exactly like that to help give them the skills to then get out into the workforce and contribute. I'm showing you did a lot of things in that Project Search time. Cashier's office, you handled some money.
Yes, and I have he will be a cashier part.
What was your cashier memory?
That creepy hallway.
Oh,
Creepy
yeah.
hallway.
He always had to go down a creepy hallway.
Lights on or lights off?
Off.
Oh, man.
And this movie will make mom tear up. Every time I walk in the creepy hallway, I thought it's our Grandma Mary.
Oh,
Was she there with you?
Kind of, but no.
Was she keeping you safe?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
wow. Yeah, that can be a little frightening then.
But our new town might believe a ghost, but she don't.
There's a ghost in our new town?
Remember that video we posted on Facebook?
Oh, yeah, I do. On our cameras that we have. There's some, little...
You see stuff?
It was weird. It was
Yeah.
weird. I will just say it's weird. I don't
Okay.
know.
We're going to leave it at weird, guys. We're going to leave it at weird.
But I know I believe that. But this is going to be on later in the podcast.
Okay. Well, we know there's good and evil. We know there's a spiritual realm that we can't see. The Bible tells us that. So, and we know there's for sure one ghost, the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit. So,
Or evil ghosts.
That's right. So, yeah, you better make sure you're on the right side of things, and that's only found in a relationship with Jesus, people. So, there's your word of warning. Okay, you also worked in the kitchen. You did the mail there. You did some physical therapy. Did you actually help work people out and stuff?
Not with people. I clean.
Okay.
Well, and
okay.
you put patient folders together.
Yeah, that my favorite part of that.
Gotcha. Okay, and environmental services as well. Man, what was your favorite thing to do when you were doing that program at Allen? What was, out of all those different jobs, what did you like the most?
When I was on that newsletter, people.
Oh, yeah. You were in a newsletter for them for doing
Okay.
your job because you were doing some great things.
Yeah.
And you would say your time spent with Project Search helped you obviously get your job at Applebee's to where you had the confidence to do what you're doing, do the dishes, clean the parking lot, clean the bathroom, stuff like that. That is impressive to me in more ways than one, because I think it was last night we keep our garbage and our recycling under our sink, and the recycling was full. So I pulled it out last night and went to bed, knowing I have 3 kids.
Wow.
What do you think? And I come down, I'm working right here at this, very similar setup to what I'm doing. I'm working. So when I went up for my first break, what do you think I was expecting to see? After my kids had gotten up and got off to school,
Oh, I know you talk about.
I kind of expected them to take care of that recycling. Because it wasn't under the sink. It was out in the kitchen floor. They could see it, and they could see that it was full. James, did you take recycling out this morning?
I'm catching no.
Nope.
I still have one of them, too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's me.
Bro, if it's full, take it out. If the garbage is full, do it up, take it out. If something needs sweat, just sweep. Just help your parents out. But you have the skills to at least go and be paid by Applebee's to do those things. You're just choosing maybe not to do them as much at home.
Yeah.
Which I kind of understand, because I'll tell you, once Timothy started working, or if James in the summertime when he's picking rock, he picks rocks for Mike Benzo and he puts them through the ringer and stuff. Like, I give him a little bit of slack. Timothy works at Casey, so I don't expect him to do as much. He's going to school and working, so I pick up the slack. But when you're young and you have no other responsibilities but to go to school, we give our kids chores.
Oh, yeah.
That's how they learn. And you obviously did a good job, and this Project Search must be a good thing, because sounds like Applebee's is going good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've jumped around a little bit, because now we're at the point where we give shout-outs.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of all over the place, but that's okay. And you already gave some. So do you got anybody else, whether it was family or from Project Search, or I have a couple names here, or for Grumpy's.
Oh, yeah.
But you kind of already mentioned them too, I guess.
Yeah.
But you got anyone out of that group?
I want to give a few shout-outs to Mike Cameron, Mike Nicholas, Tanya Budson,
And they're
Mason.
Wait, before you go to Mason, those first three, Mike, and Tanya, where are they from?
I know Tanya with our very best friend, name is Kelly Budson, and they are sisters.
But those three people that you gave shout outs to, where do they work, and why are you giving them a shout out?
Because I made an ad.
You did. You went and talked to Mike Kieran to see if you could interview them at Grumpy's.
Yep.
And you did a video of your tour there and what they had to say. You asked a bunch of awesome questions. And after that, they helped you with that video. They helped you bump up all your viewers.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
And then shortly after that, they were awesome and contacted us and said, hey, we want to do a pizza in his name. So now we have the A Pizzle Dizzle pizza on the menu.
A Pizzle Dizzle pizza at Grumpy's. And
it's
that
Reedland and in Waverly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So what flavor is it? I think I've seen it, but surprise the audience.
I will see this. The famous popular A Pizzle Dizzle Bacon Cheeseburger Pizza.
Bacon cheeseburger. It doesn't get any better than that.
I know.
It
Got
really
all the
doesn't.
things on it.
My goodness.
With a dill pickle and mustard.
Oh, dill pickles and mustard. I know it doesn't sound like it belongs on a pizza, guys, but that's what's on a bacon cheeseburger. Try the A Pizzle Dizzle pizza at Grumpy's in Reedland or Waverly. You will not be disappointed. 100% satisfaction guaranteed by Ayden. Promise you that.
Bet.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to say one thing about my video. Over 5 years. No, 5 months. That month is a really special month. That is a Down syndrome month.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In March, we celebrate Down syndrome awareness, don't we?
Yeah, but I'm talking about Down syndrome Day.
March
Day.
21st.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Lots of special things going on that month
Yeah.
and that day.
Yeah, in that time, that video got 700 views.
It did.
Wow. Good
Okay.
job, man.
Now, who is Mason?
Mason, who is a TikTok person,
He's local.
yeah, and he texted Mom and Chef, but I'm guessing I think he texted Chef about this news. That is, I'm going on TikTok interview with him someday.
Cool.
Yeah. He has Gucci the cow.
That's Gucci the cow.
Yeah.
Okay, there
the
we
cow
go.
that's been seen at like football games and has been in the car and
Yeah.
those places.
Yeah.
Mason has Gucci the cow.
And I have a one memory of his cow. I made a TikTok video a long time and I deleted it, and I feel bad about it. But that memory is he put his cow in my dad's house in New Hartford.
Oh, boy.
And his cow peed on his dad's floor before dad moved there.
Yeah, it was weird. We met up with Mason. We ran into him at Grumpy's. And
Okay.
he's another reason why Ayden's numbers have skyrocketed.
Sure,
Big,
sure.
huge help to get Ayden's numbers above 1,000. And that's when he hit the 1,000. It was like, actually, it was like 847 was when Grumpy's was going to do the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But with Mason helping, we bumped it up and got over the 1,000 mark. And go to look through Mason's TikTok videos, and there's a video, and Aiden's going, "That cow's in Dad's house," and I was like, "What?"
Oh, my
And sure enough,
goodness.
before their dad moved into the house in New Hartford, the cow had been in there and
And peed on it.
peed on the floor.
Wow.
And guess who cleaned up? Mason.
Well, yeah. My goodness. Oh, Terrible.
It's just weird how small the world is and
Yep.
how we're all connected.
That's it. That's exactly it. All right. How about I got a couple names here, Becca and Austin. Are we talking Austin Jeans or is this a different couple?
Okay, so I know Austin my second, but my life for 18 years from 2009. My number one best friend is Becca June Patty.
Becca
Okay.
June Platty.
Gotcha. There we go. Very nice. See, guys, you never know what kind of a difference you're going to have. You make somebody's day, you develop a friendship. Look, it means the world to them. And you got Ayden giving shout-outs left and right like he's giving away candy over here.
I know. I feel like I need a tally of all the people he's talked about.
I have been talking to Mom Liz. She is very special to me. And I know her from Applebee's. And her name is Aziza Shima with a C. Like C-Y-M-A. Shima.
Alyssa, Shema.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's my best friend too. Like, number 3.
Gotcha.
But it's not nice to count my people.
I'm glad you remember having that conversation.
Yeah.
You're going to hurt some feelings when you get down to like number 100 and
Yeah.
and then they get shuffled around.
Yeah. And me and her was texting on Snapchat, and I love her so much on my heart.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so now that everyone else out there, now that they feel real special, we're going to go ahead and move on to the getting to know you segment. So that is stuff that between you and Mom, you guys agreed on some of these. So let's do hidden talent. You have a hidden talent here that says wiggle
In
your
my
hair.
hair. And I want everyone to see this right now.
That is impressive. Man, I wish I could get that zoomed in, but oh well.
Can you do that again?
Yeah, go ahead.
3, 2.
Oh yeah, it shows up. I can see it. Wow. He can wiggle his hair, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
can't do it.
And who else have a hidden talent is my brother Andrew David Powell. He wiggles his ears.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
We have proof by me.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. All right, how about something you did this past year? I have in my notes Pentatonics concert. You went and saw the Pentatonics?
Yes.
Was that
we
like
did.
Christmas time or
Yes.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a favorite people from my mom's friends. Her name is Shelly.
Shelly,
And what's her last name?
Eckleberry.
Yep. But Mom have a nickname for her. And what that is?
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do. Shellberry.
You call her Shellberry.
What's your nickname for her?
Shelly Belly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But her second friend Dawn have a name too. It's Medium D.
Medium D.
Oh my goodness.
And they went to Pentatonics with us.
Yes, and I made a group, and that name is.
The Shenanigan Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Ayden goes and does all kinds of things with us.
Yeah.
But
Man.
Ayden wanted to go see Pentatonics at Christmas, so we got him tickets.
I love Christmas music. Those guys are good too.
My favorite number 1 is Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yes, I can sing it.
You want to give us just a little bit?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, you do not.
In concert, though, everyone's allowed
Oh,
to
yes.
sing. Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
really good.
It was a trip, I would say. He doesn't do well with loud noises
No.
Oh,
or
okay.
dark places
Yeah.
or doesn't like heights
Nope.
and
Or dark.
or the dark. So it was really an experience for him again to
Yeah.
want to do that, and we're progressing. We made it through half a concert before we started kind of having a meltdown. He
Okay.
overheats. We tried Luke Bryan in an outside concert a couple years ago.
I know Luke Bryan is my favorite. My number 1. I want to give him a shout out to him. If he sees this podcast, making sure he watches. Luke Bryan, if you're watching this, I'm your biggest number 1 fan of you.
Luke Bryan's pretty good.
Yeah.
He is. He really is.
No, but
man.
Ayden, he puts himself out there. And
Sure.
He tries to, go over all those barriers he has, and he felt kind of sad because we had to leave the concert.
Yeah.
And he's like, I ruined your time. I was like, you didn't ruin anybody's time. I
Yeah.
said the girls are still inside, and we're out here still listening, and you're still thriving. Yep, you overheated, and it's all good.
Sure.
He
But
still
you
got-
tried to push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's important in life, man.
And what the part I scared off in that concert?
Because they ended up having some instruments that were really, really loud.
I
Okay.
think like there's something
Yeah, they had like an
Sure.
electric. I don't know if it was like
I found it in.
like a violin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw it on the video.
That's all right. You can still listen to them on the radio then.
Yeah.
But that's good that you tried to do something that was maybe a little bit outside your comfort zone. You got to push yourself sometimes. That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, on their YouTube channel got 20 million subscribers.
Nice.
But you know what, Ayden? They started out small.
Yep.
They didn't get to 20 million subscribers overnight.
Yep. Ask them. Ask any big time anybody, whether it's a band, a podcaster, a content creator, anybody, and they'll probably tell you that they spent years working for free and nobody knew who they were. You know what I mean? That's you and me. We're just putting out content right now.
Yep.
Nobody's paying us. It sometimes it just takes a while to get good at what you do and to get noticed. So that's fine. Okay. Let's see. We talked about the best memory from childhood. That would be Andrew getting bit by the dog.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then there's a video of him and his brother fighting over a swing that you
Yep.
really liked.
It's on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. There's proof of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me the explanation of it. They were just fighting over who gets to sit on the swing.
I got it. He beat me how to be a kid.
Mom's gonna have to translate that one for me. Aiden's excited.
They were at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and they were fighting over one swing when there's another swing right next
Oh, of
to
course,
it. Yeah.
of course.
And they get into the scuffle and pushing and shoving, and
Yeah.
Big Brother Andrew gets to the whiny voice of, he pinched me as hard as he could.
Oh,
and then everybody makes
my.
fun of Andrew, you know, so.
Oh man.
So, Andrew, we are not making of you, but we still love you.
We do
That's
still love
right.
you, even though we're making fun of you.
That's right. We kid because we care.
I know
bet.
you are totally sweet, Andrew.
Okay, I think you've kind of already established your favorite sports teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to go from Hawks to Lions.
You have Hawk the Lions.
Because of who?
Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell. Man.
I have a message for Jack
Yeah.
in my heart for him. So that message is, Jack, I love you, Jack. I'm so happy that you're my hero. And I love you, Jack. And I'm so glad I follow you from Iowa to the Lions. And now I got everything in my room. Not
It's all
yet.
Lions.
Yes, but it's not yet. I have 2 more things coming through.
All right.
The shrine to Jack Campbell and the Detroit Lions at our house.
Yeah. Hey, man, when I was in school, the Lions were in the tank after Barry Sanders left. And now this year when we were talking over winter, I was like, hey, I think the Lions, I think it's their year, man. We were talking during the playoffs.
Yeah.
On
that
Instagram
makes
or
me, in that time, I cried.
I know.
Tears.
I know. You know what would make you feel better? The guy in that movie, The Family Man, right there, his name is Jack Campbell.
No way.
Yeah.
No freaking way.
Not in real life, but in the movie, his
Yeah.
character is Jack Campbell. It's those are my 2 favorite movies right there. It's a Wonderful Life and The Family Man. Check them out.
Shen and Dave Campbell, you see that? That's their name.
That's right. Okay, let's move on to dream job. If you had a dream job, you could do anything you want. What would it be? Tell the audience what it would be.
I want to be a full-time YouTuber.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have confidence this YouTuber I watched. I know it's a little gamer, but it's not him. Oh, his wife, Smile Red Red. He do whole blogs on her channel. That makes me decided to my YouTube channel act vlogs.
Nice.
Cool.
So, yep, his favorite is Andre.
Yep, Andre.
And
But
Okay.
his
he
name
goes
is
by
Typical
Typical
Gamer.
Gamer.
Typical gamer.
Yep.
There we go.
And his wife is Samara Redray.
And they have 2 pets. It's George the cat and Charlie the dog.
Charlie and George.
So when they put content out, is he one of the ones that like shows you how he plays video games?
Yes, and that's how I started to game because him.
I'm glad you said that because when my kids were little and I walked in on them for the first time watching someone play video games,
Yes.
I was so lost.
I
And-
can't believe the amount of people that do it. Like, I'm like,
I didn't like in the beginning, like I was like, this ain't a thing. This ain't a thing, kid. We need to get you some help. And then come to find out, like, yeah, in my day, if you wanted help playing a video game, you had to keep playing it to figure it out, or you had to get what they called Nintendo Power magazine.
Yes, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
was it. Those were your only two. Get together with your buddies and keep playing till you figure out the level or how to beat the boss.
Yeah.
Or take the whatever $5 you got and go to the gas station and get the Nintendo Power, and hopefully a cheat code is in there or something. I don't know. Never did I think you could get paid to play video games and post video of yourself. That's crazy. But you're saying he helped you get into gaming because of his content.
Yes, and why I say 1 million subscribers? Why? I want to see my YouTube channel.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. I will. I can at them in our social media posts and stuff.
Please do.
I'm not above adding anybody. I will, even if I don't know them.
Yeah.
If we mentioned you, I can at you.
Okay. Can you add Luke Bryan in it too?
Yeah, I'll at Luke Bryan. I'm not too proud. Nope.
That's
we
awesome.
will do it. Okay, let's move on to favorite restaurant. If you get to go out to eat, where is it?
Let me think.
Fast food.
My number
Let's do
one
fast food.
is McDonald's.
Yeah.
He's never strayed from that.
Oh man.
In my childhood, hippie food is chicken nuggets.
Yep.
And when I'm so tired of it, I move on to cheeseburgers.
Yep.
And that's why Claw Pete's gave me my a Pizzle Dizzle bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah. Dude, I still get a side of nuggets with
Wow.
my order from McDonald's.
How many pieces?
I don't know. 8? Probably 8?
Me, 10.
10?
Don't take that, Bubba.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's 10.
Fighting words.
But I'm
Ayden,
just saying,
jeez.
like, you don't. It's not that because you're young, you got to eat nuggets. I'm 43.
Right.
I'll get my meal, and then
I'm
say,
sorry.
I
Well,
still
that's
want
why-
nuggets, man.
I'm sorry, guys.
They're good. That's
I
okay.
like their value meal because you get a burger and the 4 little nuggets.
There
so
you
you get
go.
the best of both worlds.
Maybe that's what Sarah's giving. Maybe she's giving me 2 of those. That's where I'm getting the 8 from. So
Yeah.
maybe it is 8,
Yeah.
and you're 10, and you got me.
I mean, I'm 21. Yeah, what I said.
Hey, boneless wings and chicken nuggets. Me and bacon cheeseburger pizza. We know good food. Okay, let's go to simple question right here. Christmas music, yes or no? I think we kind of answered that if you went to a Pentatonics concert.
Yep, my number one leader of the channel is Scott.
And Ayden, do you listen to Christmas music year round or just at Christmas?
Just Christmas.
I don't.
You don't
think
ever
so.
you don't ever listen to it a little bit after, a little bit before.
You do too. You watch their Christmas show on Netflix. You
I
talk
did.
about it all the time.
Yes, I did. So, Mom friend Sally, when I saw it first time, before everyone knows, so take that, Sally.
So there's 2 kinds of people in Ayden's world: those who get shout outs and those who get take that.
And she's on both those lists.
Yeah, she's on.
But I will talk about my pushing buttons list.
Oh, you got a pushing buttons list?
Yeah,
Don't burn any bridges here.
promise me.
Okay.
Are you ready for this list?
Yep. Go ahead.
My number 1 is Kuma Barb.
Yes.
My number 2 is Dracula.
Yes.
Mom,
Yeah.
but she's not on that list.
Oh, good. I'm not on the
Oh.
list. Phew.
But I have a few lists on my bad, sad list.
Well, we all got those.
We do.
But
Yeah.
then sometimes we're on other people's lists that's just like that.
Yep.
So then it kind of reminds you, hey, we better cut them some slack because sometimes they don't like us much either.
Yeah, and Mom and Dad don't like me yelling at that bar because her age.
That has nothing to do with her age. It's about kindness.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be
Yeah.
kind to people.
Oh man,
Yeah.
where I come from, if you yelled at somebody, a parent or a grandparent, you got a little something right across your face, and it kind of reminded you to keep your mouth shut. Then.
Yeah, and I told Grandma that, Barb, you hear this? I'm so sorry. I feel bad. I want to cry because I feel bad.
Oh.
Well, that's a
'Cause-
good heartfelt apology.
Yeah.
But now we need to follow up with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
If you're sorry, we got to show people that we're sorry.
okay.
You got this.
There we go.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay. How about favorite TV shows or movies? I got a list here that you wrote down. What's some of the stuff that you like?
My number 1, Papa, you know this, on that list, and what's that movie I'm talking about?
What movie?
Just wait until he say.
A movie?
Yes, a movie.
Is it old?
Yes.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yes, I have that movie.
Yeah.
And after that,
Man, that's from when I was a kid. You got good taste.
yeah, I do. I
And
do.
It started the fascination of Bigfoot that has never ended.
Oh, that's where the Sasquatch gang or squad came from and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Oh,
our team, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And why I want 1 million because I want to see Double Game Mode to my YouTube channel, but it's not that. My number one is Bigfoot in my
Okay.
life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So
It was so bad that in elementary school, somebody in this room pulled the fire alarm,
It's me, and I joke about Bigfoot.
and he blamed it on Bigfoot.
oh my gosh, Ayden.
I want to have a one more shout out is Lily Phelan.
Lori Phelan is a big one, yes.
Okay.
She was super important in our life.
Yes.
Very nice.
I have one humility of her. Mom, I know you really don't want to feel this out. When it is really true story. When Mom and I, Andrew and Dad lived in country, I cannot breathe at all. And they called 911. It gets to the group of that. It's Lily Phelan.
Lori
Yeah.
Phelan was in that crew.
Yeah.
Helped take care of you when we had to have an ambulance come.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you don't appreciate those people, our EMT, our first responders, our firefighters, our police, until you need them, and then you realize, oh man, these guys they're lifesavers. So
Can I have one more shout out?
yeah, buddy, it's your show.
Okay. I know everyone know him 6 years ago in 2019, who played football with Andrew. His name is Trent Kaufman.
Okay.
He's a cop of our new town, Philly.
He's in Waverly,
He's in
yeah.
Waverly.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he moved there.
Yeah.
And I want to say to him that Kaufman, what we call him, Kaufman, you're the best cop ever.
Oh.
I love you, Kaufman. I love you so much. I'm so glad you're part of my life for that long. I'm so glad you played football with my brother Andrew. So you're a good bad dude. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. I can bleep it.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta support our
I'm
cops.
sorry,
man.
Mom.
We gotta support the good ones for sure, definitely, man. Because yeah, it seems like sometimes they get a bad rap, and it's like you got good ones. Get the bad ones out of there if they're bad. But man, most cops are great. They're good. Good job. I'm glad you like that one. Okay, let's go back to how about TV shows? What's a cartoon or a show that you watched a lot growing up? That mom had to tell you turn it off. It's time to go to school or go to church or
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's not that show. My number one show is Curious George.
Oh, you did love Curious George.
Oh man.
But
Yeah.
then what was next?
Hold on. And I have a blanket of that.
You do.
And I have a toy of him too.
Yep.
And my second one is the famous also called Bob SquarePants.
Yeah.
SpongeBob. Ugh.
So that's
Mom, stop it.
that's today's day and age, or well, maybe it's old. Maybe the SpongeBob run is over. I don't know. But Curious George is when we were young. So you're branching two generations there. Who was your favorite in Curious George? George or the
Man in the yellow hat.
The man in
Nope, it's not.
You didn't like the man in the yellow hat?
It's not the man in the hat or the monkey. It's that doorman dog.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Wow.
I would never have guessed that from you.
No?
Learned something new today.
Look at that. That's just cool that you're branching two different generations there. Those are not.
I don't know what the dog's name is.
That's okay.
Me neither. I mean, I was probably like 5
I'm
last time I
I'm
watched it.
guessing Malachi.
It's not Malachi.
Okay, we'll just guess. We'll just throw it out there. James, James is our green room. So any
Is that your son?
Gen Z slut? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my middle son. Look up what was the name of the dog on Curious George, and we'll get some verification. So yeah, anytime we've got questions about the younger generation or anything like that,
And he
we'll
is
just-
our news guy.
he's what?
He's a news guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is?
Yes.
Yeah, he's our news on our podcast. He's
Yes.
the news guy. I got you.
Yes.
And Grace is the weather girl, and we'll just
Yeah.
put her down there. What do you got?
Hundley.
Hunley?
Hundley the dog, yes.
Look at that. Okay, so that's
Thank you.
Way to be a team player.
Okay. See, James, we can play with him like that. Timothy does not want. He hasn't been on any of our family Christmas episodes. He's like, Dad, I don't want to be on your podcast. No, I don't. That's it. Okay. Let's move on to the last segment, the What Is Up segment. We're doing good for time. We're closing in on 1 hour. The What Is Up segment. This was all about your channel. You wanted to bring attention to that.
Yep.
So we kind of covered already that you hit 1,000,
Yep.
and now you're at what? How many?
1,085. So close to 2,000.
Okay, 1,085. So the new goal is 2,000 on his YouTube channel, which is called Pizzle Dizzle.
Yep.
Okay, go to YouTube, find it, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, see
Or
what he's
comment.
and comment. Absolutely. How can they find you on social media?
Please follow me everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And it's the same name, Pizzle Dizzle?
No, my real name is
Ayden.
Ayden Powell.
Okay, there we go. So now people know where your content is. They know how to find you on social media.
Or Snapchat.
Or
Okay.
Snapchat. Okay.
Yep.
But we call it Snap.
Okay. And your content, if we were to tell people, your content's really a variety. What kind of stuff do you put on there? It's not like me. I kind of put the same stuff on all the time. It's just promoting the podcast. You put all kinds of just different things on
Yeah.
there.
Someday, no. This happy in May. Again, that day.
Oh, we're going to be posting stuff about a trip. We're going to be taking a trip in May, so
Okay.
that'll
Yeah.
be exciting.
Nice.
We try to tell Ayden that he needs to just do some videos of himself because that's what people like.
That's what people want.
Being authentic.
Yes, that is 100% accurate, Ayden. And it doesn't have to be much. You know, you posted some stuff around Christmas time, like at that race or wherever that was we were talking about. People just want authentic, real, genuine content. That's it.
Can I have a sneak peek of my YouTube channel?
Sure.
I am making a biggest video one. It's going to be a file. I'm going to make a video of fighting video.
A fighting.
Fighting video.
At Quabbis and Wheeling.
Oh, because they have the wrestler people come in.
Yes.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's look
And
forward to
this
that.
month on the 26th.
All right.
But I'm going to talk to you about that.
Okay. So yeah, we're trying to get you some growth there. You've had a lot of help along the way with Grumpy's, Mason, Gucci the Cow,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. Now this, we'll try and help you out as well.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about the Sus Pumpkin merch back in 2019. How your goal with that, or what you guys accomplished with that? We kind of hinted to that at the beginning, but tell
it's
me.
hard to explain to show Grandma here.
So one of the videos that Ayden deleted was back when they were seniors in high school. He was one of the managers for the football team.
Okay.
And he would sing his heart out while they were on the practice field. And while he was doing all his little things, he found a squished pumpkin out along the fence line of the
Okay.
field. And he developed this video about a sus pumpkin because it's there. And somehow he brought in the fact that aliens were involved. And he was losing his shoes because he
Losing my
was
mind.
losing his mind because he was freaking out over the sus pumpkin. And so it just was something like all of his peers just thought was hilarious. We all
Okay.
thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And so on his 19th birthday, Shelly Belly and I decided that we should do a merch.
No, it's not. It's not for this story. It's Jamie.
Oh, and Jamie,
Okay.
yep.
Okay, my one subscriber. He is my first subscriber.
Oh, yeah, Jamie from your class.
Gotcha.
But we decided that we were going to do some kind of a shirt, and we thought
Okay.
Sus Pumpkin should be it.
Okay.
And so we drafted some shirts, and we ended up selling over 150 shirts.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we decided that we were going to donate some of the money back that he
Okay.
made, and we were able to donate over $600 back to, I think it was like 6 or 7 different organizations.
Wow. Where did the idea of selling the shirts and giving the money to organizations come from?
That is Mom.
That was
okay. Okay.
because we just, with the money that was coming in, I didn't feel right. Like
Sure.
he got to keep a portion of it because it was him, but
Sure.
just with that money coming in, I'm like, there's been so many people that have helped us out along the
Yeah.
road for him that it was just a natural way of giving back.
I like it. I like it. You know what the Bible says? It says, to whom much is given, much is required. And so you do this, you drop this shirt, you know, it makes this money, and then you kind of decide, like, yeah, it doesn't feel right just to keep it. Let's give back to some of the, like, that is good, encouraging stuff. That's what we're all about here. I love hearing stories like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I really do. I've had people, you know, we don't ask, when we sell our stuff, we try and just sell it at cost. I'm not trying to make this a money-making venture, but I've had a few different families like just make donations randomly because they just say, we see what you're trying to do, and we love that. And so they just support me, and I'm like, wow, that's good. And so that's the only reason some of this new equipment is here, because when it started, it was literally this old computer and one little microphone, 2 microphones that I borrowed from people. That's it. Now I've got this high-powered laptop and some of this equipment. So
I love it.
yeah, that's, man, when you can give, that's always a good thing for sure.
And
Okay.
my truly, though, you know everyone that I'm a techie guy, like chef.
Okay.
But I am like a 5, and chef like a 100 dude.
I know. Look, the
Well, I'm
people.
glad somebody is because I have no idea
Oh,
about
me neither.
technology.
Me
I'm like,
neither. The people at my church, they think I'm a whiz.
No, you're not.
Because they're old, and I'm not. And then I show them the kid that runs the live stream at church. I go, he's a whiz compared to me. And then they look at me because I can do one thing on my phone or something, and they think, wow, you're a magician. I'm like, no, technology is, I'm with you. I'm like a 5. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, he worked at Spy before, and I cannot talk much, but he got fired.
He did not get fired.
Oh, my. Oh, now we're starting rumors.
He
No,
did
it's not. It's really true.
He did
Okay.
not get fired.
All right, my last question before we chase that rabbit. If you do a shirt this year, what were you thinking? Like the sus pumpkin thing. Now I get it. Now my brain's wrapped around. What clever thing are you thinking about, or can you say it, or
So
do you have any ideas?
I have talked to Mom this. I want to get a tattoo so bad.
A tattoo. We're talking about the
We're
shirt.
talking about a shirt.
I know, but Mom, I want to get a tattoo like about my downs or family.
Okay.
And I was thinking I want that picture in my head to put that on that shirt.
On the shirt.
We
Okay.
could totally do that.
But you don't have a design in mind yet.
No.
You just know the general direction you maybe want to go.
Well,
Yeah.
we have something in our mind. We wanted to do some kind of an arrow,
Okay.
and then the fletching on the arrow to be 3 chevrons because that would represent Down syndrome
Okay.
awareness.
Okay.
And do that in the blues and the yellows. And then he wanted to do family over everything. So family would be on the top half of the arrow.
Okay.
And that is, people posting it out there too.
Yep. Because he does. He's very much a family person and
Nice.
super important. So
Yeah.
we
And
want to incorporate all the things about Ayden if he's getting one.
Yeah, sure.
in August, we are going on a family trip with our famous Medium D.
All right.
Dude, you need to be a announcer.
Yeah, you're trying.
Yes, I want better like Blake.
He's got,
Austin Plan.
he's got some flair, ladies and gentlemen. He's really getting into it. So that's our pitch to you guys, the audience, the listeners out there. That's Ayden and everything about him with his mom Andrea today. So we just want to encourage you guys, go check him out on YouTube. Make sure and subscribe. Be looking for the new merch drop this year. Whatever shirt they decide to do, it's going to support a good cause for sure. And that gives you kind of the inside looks at what Ayden's gone through, what he likes to do, what kind of person he is, and things like that, and what's important to him. So, Ayden, you got any last words?
I want to say thank you, and I love doing business. So, Bubba, thank you
You're
for
welcome.
your business. It was with sport.
You're well. Oh, were we shaking hands like
Yeah.
professionals? Oh, okay. I thought we were doing 5s. All right. Man, the boy's got a strong hand. Andrea, you got any last words?
Oh, I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, it
It's
was-
just nice to showcase that, Ayden's more alike than he is different.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100%. Well, guys, I got to thank you for coming on. It was a lot of fun. I knew it would be. Some stuff probably didn't make it to air for the audience to hear, but that'll just be for us 3 or us 4 down here, I guess.
I'm
So-
sorry for that.
That's okay.
Buzzword.
That's like no, that one's probably gonna go in. I'll just throw the beep over it. It's
Yeah.
okay. Man, I used to cuss something bad when I was in high school. Met a good woman and she got me to stop, and that's all it took. But that's okay. It was a lot of fun getting to know you a little bit better. I've always kind of known who you guys were, but until we kind of started this process, I didn't really know you that well. So we've had some good conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys encouraged our audience with this episode and everything you shared. You encouraged me for sure. This was very encouraging. I love to see how active you are, Ayden, and a lot of what you're doing has the purpose and setting goals and trying to reach those goals. And then like with the concert, trying to get out of your comfort zone, push yourself and do things. Man, that's just I love seeing people do that and challenge themselves and do tough things. That to me truly That's what is up right there. That's something to strive for. So, to my audience, do you need to push yourself like Ayden does?
Yeah, please do.
There we go.
I love you all.
Maybe you've been feeling like you need to make some changes. Maybe you need to do some things that will benefit you and your well-being. Well, you know my advice. When we need direction in life, you know where I'm going to point you. I'm going to point you up. If we look to God and His Word and His will for our lives, not just about us and what we want to do, He truly will show us what is up. I think the Bible gives the best answers and explanations for why the world is in the shape that it's in right now and why we are the way we are, why we can have the best intentions one minute and then be fighting with our grandma the next, or let a cuss word slip. And we're imperfect, and the Bible explains that perfectly for us. Okay. On top of that, the Bible.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
When I say cuss to my grandma, she said to me I need to read a Bible book, but I am not doing it.
Not doing it. I can just tell you what the Bible says. It says, don't let any unwholesome word come out of your mouth. So even though you and me may be bent towards letting those bad words come out, God says, hey, I don't want you to do it. And because of what God's done for me, sending Jesus to this earth, dying on the cross and raising again, I say, man, you did that for me. I'm absolutely going to try and live for you. And if you don't want me to cuss, I'm going to try my hardest not to. So that's what made it easier for me. I hope that helps you.
Yeah.
But on top of that, the Bible tells us just how to have a meaningful, fulfilled life that will have an impact like Ayden's trying to have on people around him. If you need help or you want to know more, you can join me any Sunday at FBC in Dunkerton, or you can watch online on our Facebook page if you're not in the area. You can reach out to me directly at whatisuppodcast@gmail.com. I will personally share the gospel with you so you can know for sure that God is real, that He loves you, and He wants a relationship with you. No matter who you are, what you've done, what you're doing, where you've been, He wants a relationship with you. That's actually why we were created. But we got to choose Him. Okay? That's how it works.
Can I want to people over
Sure.
again? I want to love this. No, I'm looking for a girl.
No,
I didn't catch it.
he's looking for a girl.
Oh my goodness. I hear that. I hear that. That's completely normal. That's natural.
Like my age, like 21.
Okay, he's on the prowl. That's it.
You like my old spy.
Like we were talking earlier when we were talking about family. That's how families start.
Yep.
Okay? That's where, hope, joy, peace, the best things in life. A lot of that stuff comes from a good family environment, from, a blessing from God. So if you haven't figured out by now, there's nothing else on this earth that'll satisfy you completely or permanently. We could hit 1 million followers, Ayden. You know what we're going to want after that?
What?
2 million.
I'll agree with him.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
A relationship with God through our Savior Jesus, that is the only thing that will actually satisfy us. Okay? There's nothing else we can put our hope in. Everything else is going to let us down. There's no person, no government, no president, no teacher, preacher, no couple YouTubers or podcasters or anything like that we got to look up.
Yeah.
So if you...
Can I say one more
Sure.
thing? My brother said to me, I want to be a fan Trump, but Mom said no.
And there we go.
You
We
can
have
be whoever you can like whoever you want to like.
we have disagreements in politics from time to time. If you're listening or watching on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, be sure and follow us and leave a 5-star review. Leave a comment. Ayden wants comments. Let your opinion be heard by answering our poll question on this episode. Or if you're watching in HD on our YouTube channel, and make sure and follow Ayden at Pizzle Dizzle. Be sure to subscribe. You got to subscribe. Both of us. Like and leave a comment. That would be great. I welcome feedback, comments, questions, even criticism. Okay, I'll take your criticism, but it's a two-way street. I get to converse back with you. That's something we've lost today in this day and age. Is people they want to say one thing and it's only one way, and they don't want to hear the other side. That's not how I roll. It's a two-way street. So, as Ayden would say, bring it. Bring it. That's fine.
No, I'm not saying that. It is an H word. I cannot say that loud.
Okay. Ayden's trying to grow his audience, and you guys know my goal is to double all my subscribers, all my followers on social media, on all the podcast platforms. I want to do that this year by the end of the year, and the only way I can do that is if you share this episode with everyone you know. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope it really encouraged you. Lord willing, I'll talk to you on the next one.